10 fascinating stories. 1. The Capitoline Goose Attack, 390 BC. In 390 BC, Rome was attacked by the Gauls led by the chief Brennus. After defeating the Roman legions at the Battle of Allia, the invaders lay siege to the city and take almost everything except the Capitol, a fortified hill where the last Roman defenders have taken refuge. One night, the Gauls attempt a surprise attack by silently climbing the hill. The guard dogs didn't react, but the sacred geese of Juno's temple, awakened by the intrusion, began to cackle loudly. Alerted, the Romans barely repel the attackers. This episode left its mark on the collective memory and reinforced the symbolic role of geese in Roman culture. 2. The Knight Who Stopped a War, 1440. During the Hundred Years' War between France and England, a legendary duel took place in 1440 to avoid an unnecessary battle. A French knight, Jean de Bonnet, and an English knight, Thomas de Scales, face off in a single combat to decide the fate of a disputed castle. After a fierce duel, the victor wins the surrender of the castle without widespread bloodshed. This duel symbolizes a time when conflicts could sometimes be settled by individual combat rather than bloody battle. 3. The Night the Stars Fell, 1833. On the night of November 12 to 13, 1833, a meteor shower of extraordinary magnitude lit up the North American sky. Thousands of shooting stars seemed to rain down continuously for several hours. The phenomenon, caused by the Leonids, left a strong impression on witnesses. Many believe it to be a divine sign or the end of the world. This event is considered the beginning of the scientific study of meteor showers. The Battle of the Spy Animals, World War II. During the Second World War, the secret services of several countries experimented with the use of animals for espionage. Pigeons were fitted with miniature cameras to photograph enemy positions, dolphins were trained to detect underwater mines, and even cats were considered as spies due to their stealth, although this project failed. These experiments demonstrate military ingenuity, but also the limits of using animals in wartime. The 335 Years' War, 1651 to 1986. In 1651, during the English Civil War, the Isles of Scilly, off the English coast, remained loyal to the monarchy. The Dutch Republic, allied to the English parliamentarians, declared war on them. But no fighting took place, and the conflict was forgotten for centuries. In 1986, a historian discovered that the war had never officially ended. After 335 years, a peace treaty was signed, making it the longest war ever, albeit a totally peaceful one. 6. The Great Submarine Cable Cut, 1914. On August 5, 1914, at the start of the First World War, the British Royal Navy cuts the German submarine cables linking Europe to the United States. Deprived of direct communication, Germany had to use the radio, enabling the Allies to intercept its messages. The cut also forced Germany to use the Zimmermann telegram, a secret message to Mexico, which was intercepted and contributed to the United States' entry into the war in 1917. 8. The Fake Potemkin Village, 1787. In 1787, Empress Catherine II of Russia visited the recently conquered Crimea. Her favorite, Prince Grigory Potemkin, wanted to show her the successes of colonization. He had fake wooden villages built along his route, populated by well-dressed extras, to give the illusion of non-existent prosperity. This deception became legendary and gave rise to the expression Potemkin Village, referring to a stage direction designed to deceive observers. 9. The Great London Smog, 1952. In December 1952, a thick, toxic fog blanketed London for 5 days, caused by the massive burning of coal. The smog was so dense that it reduced visibility to a few meters, halted transport, and caused thousands of deaths from asphyxiation and respiratory diseases. This dramatic event led to the adoption of the first environmental laws in Great Britain, notably the Clean Air Act of 1956. 10. The Battle of the Hundred Ducks, Canard Gate, 1995. In 1995, A cargo ship carrying thousands of plastic toys sank in the middle of the Pacific Ocean after a storm. Among them, some 29,000 small plastic ducks were scattered across the world's oceans. These toys become a valuable tool for scientists studying ocean currents. For years, ducks have been washing up on beaches around the world, from Canada to Europe, revealing valuable information about ocean circulation.